he's probably not. It looks like he's on a breach there or something. I just pulled that off Google Images, but yeah, the boom's a long way out. So he's probably when he's upwind sailing. Yeah, when he's upwind sailing, I'm sure he would be bum further out. But I just like the shot because he just has this nice straight leg. He's sort of lifting his bum up out of the water. He's just got that nice straight back, and it's just a really nice posture there. And it's the sort of posture that you can do, if you get yourself into that, and you can build up your hip flexors. That's the sort of thing you'll do all day.
That's mainly calf muscles,
yeah, well, it puts what it's trying to do. What you're trying to do is take the load off your back and off your lower back. Puts the load back into your quads and your calves and in your hip flexors. Okay, so that's where the load's going, not into your back. That's the whole point.
And having high straps or high holdings to keep such straights.
Yeah. So don't be afraid to, with your straps or your hobbles, try and lengthen them a little bit, like a little bit, until you're sort of like, shit, I can't get back in now. Like literally, just do that and then go, right, now I'll just shorten them an inch and try that. So always trying to make sure that your straps or your hobbles are as long as you can have them. But you can still get back into the boat, okay? So if the boat does almost an involuntary tack or something, then you want to be able to sort of flick in and be able to get back in.
Grant, is there a particular exercise you can use to strengthen up your back if it's not strong enough?
Rowing.
No?
Yeah, rowing.
Any particular exercise at the gym or whatever when you're not on the boat?
Yeah, look, I think there's a multitude of different exercises, and I'm no expert on that, but I think if you go to your gym and you ask the experts on it, and because you've also got to be careful of any injuries and that sort of thing, so just doing probably lighter loads but more repetitions of it, I think is better on your back. Yeah, because anything you try and do that's heavy, especially
could do yourself damage.
I mean, none of us are 20 in here anymore, are we? We've got a few young guys.
You're not on peptides.
But I know, well, I'm in my 40s now, and it's well in my 40s now. You're just not as strong and not as agile, and you can't turn and move and stuff. So, yeah. What you've got to do is, what I'm leading to is, you've just got to try and build up your strength to what you're capable of doing. So.
No, I just thought
I'm not going to be able to out-hike a Tom Slingsby who's 25 because he trains 6 times a week. And
probably the best thing to do is just go sailing more often to strengthen.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Lila. I mean, I think I know actually before we went to Melbourne when Dean and I won the Worlds, we did a hell of a lot in the boat, and we used to go out training with other boats, but then we'd also go out a lot by ourselves, and we'd actually just set up we'd take a mark with us, and we'd just set up a 100-metre course, and we just used to do lap after lap after lap. Like, didn't stop. We'd go kite up, jibe, kite down, tack, kite it, And we just did this for probably an hour and a half. And you'd basically be sweating. It was like going to the gym and doing a workout, but what it was creating was actual boat fitness. So I felt that when we got to the Worlds, we were like super fit in the boat, and we could, we just felt that we could take on anything, I suppose. Yeah, if anyone threw anything at us, we'd be like, no worries. So even if you don't, I hate going to the gym. I don't know how many people go to the gym. I hate going to the gym, but I love getting in the boat and going sailing. So the more you can just even go out, and even if it's just an hour long, and you just go out and do a hard session like that, of just put up your oldest raggy sails and just go and do an actual boat fitness workout. You don't have to. What it also does is it works on your crew work and stuff as well. So your dynamics and your balance in the boat and your agility, cat-like agility, Rupert. That's what Dean calls it. He likes to think he's cat-like in the boat.
I'm more like a lion.
Flying around. look, I think I've covered all the points there talking about it. So balance between hiking health and performance. So, you know, that's not a healthy hike, but you know, the harder you, the more you can hike and the more you can hike out, the better performance you're going to get. But there's just got to be that point of, yes, I can give it a bit of extra power and a bit of a power hike off the start line for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then start turning a bit so that you sort of sit in a bit. But you know, there's times where you can power hike, and then there's times where you just need to get into that comfortable position where you know you can do it all day.
Or Philo says, we want to
What are you laughing at, Jen?
wait for a lull in the breeze.
It's the only time to come in,
It's the
yeah.
only time to come in when
That's
there's
the
a
only
lull.
time you're allowed
Or
to-
unless your name's Ronnie Packen, you can sit in anyway.
That's right.
Because you got
Or you're having a tank.
yeah. Yeah, well, sometimes
That's the reason
sometimes
why
the
the
feeling
tax
sometimes the feeling goes in the legs, doesn't it? You sort of think, oh, maybe we should do a tack just so that we can just get the blood flowing through the legs again. All right.
Do you have hobbles?
Yeah. Yeah, I just my view on hobbles is, and we've tried foot straps as well. It actually, I mean, one, it keeps the boat very clean, and you just don't have nothing in there, sort of thing, and you're kind of attached to the boat, so yes, it can be dangerous, but
it's a comfort.
yeah, it's a comfort thing. I think it's more comfortable to hang off hobbles because you're literally hanging off them, whereas foot straps you've got to kind of hold your foot under, so it actually uses slightly different muscles. I know when I've been on a boat where we've had hiking straps, it really uses that. I don't know what muscle that is down your side of your shin, but it really loads that up, whereas hobbles you tend to hang off a little bit more. Yeah. The only thing with hobbles is they can be perceived to be dangerous. But, I'm always one for, I always put my Velcro on the same way, so I know how to get the Velcro off. And I would always use a quick release snap shackle that releases under load. Yeah, the Wisho ones that cost about $100, but it's not much really if you want to get out of the boat quick.
Might save your life.
That's right. So
Also, if you got slack knee, not very good knees, the hobbles pull your knee joint.
yeah, they probably and probably the hobbles are probably not as kind to your knees as what foot straps are, but it's you know, whatever you feel most comfortable with. I think whatever you.
I've sold with both over the time, and there's techniques with both where you can like unload one leg. If you want to get lactic acid back in
Yeah.
the back of your leg, you can just put the load on one leg for a little while, and let the other one recirculate, and
Yeah.
swap them back again. And you can do that with hobbles and with toe straps.
Yeah, hobbles are a bit. You can't really adjust the length of them, or
No, you can cross them over.
Yeah, you can. You can kind of lift one foot up and one foot down, sort of thing, just to give yourself a break. Does everyone wear hiking pants?
Lilo doesn't.
Authority does.
Essential.
Lilo doesn't. He doesn't hike anymore.